Hi everyone, and welcome to week 6 of Graphic Design 2. I'm going to go ahead and take you through what's expected for the week and dive right into the content. So this week we'll be taking a look into packaging and environmental graphic design. Designing for spaces and exhibitions will be explored with a focus on connecting people with spaces through engaging visual imagery. This type of design embraces many design disciplines including graphic design, architectural, interior, landscape, and industrial design, all concerned with the visual aspects of wayfinding. The biggest takeaway from this week is the idea of creating experiences that connect to people to a place. So I'm going to just give you a little bit of a walkthrough on what we're doing this week and then take you through the project. So we have a couple of readings here, and then you have a really good little video on talking a little bit more about specifically what is experimental and environmental design. And then we're going to talk about the main thing, which is the project. You have your quiz, but then the project. So this will be a multi-week project moving into the final, just like one of the last big projects that we did. So we'll be working on this over the next few weeks together. Okay. So this project is it's called the Museum Exhibition Concept. So the proposal for this first part of your multi-module project, it will be 3 modules, so 3 weeks pretty much, where you will be creating assets that lead to your final project. So the project will be completed in 4 parts, which build upon each other and when combined will contribute to the final deliverable at the end of the 3rd module, which for this class will be the final. So what you'll be doing, you'll be designing a visual identity for the exhibit. So kind of the last project that we worked on for like the social cause, coming up with a logo and a tagline for something. In this case, we'll be doing something for environmental design, specifically related to museum. So, visual identity for the exhibit, a narrative literature design, which will be a multi-page or multi-panel document describing the project, its importance, and the key components of the exhibition. And the last part of it will be environmental design. So 2 interior spaces, walls, and corners. So what your space will look like, an actual mock-up of everything. Topics to consider. Things that you can do, artists, designers, historical, contemporary figures, social issues, objects, so anything related to history or technology. There's so many things that you could do here. So I give a couple of things, specifically like what museum it would be. So you can see a bunch of different bigger ones that are specifically like the Met, American Museum of Natural History. There's just a few there. You could look up different museums. You want it to be realistic. So the first step to this project is developing a well-designed research document. So all the things that you need in the research document, you can read through all of them, but you'll want to make sure you have your concept research here. So talking about what your topic would be first off and explaining that topic and how it's unique and different from exhibits that have already been explored here. You want to have some resources on that topic. Visual research, so 10 visual images and examples of museum information graphics. Now these specifically don't have to be about your topic, they just have to be graphics so that you're really understanding exactly what museum graphics look like. The proposal, describe your exhibition concept. So what's the title of your exhibit, a written description of your exhibit and how you imagine it would function visually. So one example would be if you're doing an exhibit about the human heart, and then the viewers would physically walk through different chambers of the heart to learn about its unique function. And of course, this is my idea, so you can't use it. It's just an example. Sample artifacts, including 3 actual images of type of items you would like to be included in your exhibit. They could be swag, they could be promo items, they could just be how you would want the public to interact with them. Okay, the audience, who would be the most interested in the exhibit. You could also consider like a kid exhibit or something like that if you want something specifically tailored towards children. And last on that page will be a mood board with 20 images that you collect, all kind of setting the tone of what the design aesthetic you're going for is. This will help me direct you kind of down the right path of where you should go, especially with your logos, designs, and things like that. Okay, I'm also linking you to a few different things. Behance Museum Exhibition Graphics. If you look that up, you will find a ton of information here. There is so much stuff here. I mean, you could Google it too, but you'll find a lot on Behance specifically. This one I really liked, just to kind of get away from fine arts specifically, to just show you how wild we could get with this project. So this was going to be a Caring for Bats exhibition, and it was going to be at the Australian Museum. And you could see they had the promo posters outside the museum, and it's specifically focusing on the flying fox, which would be bats. They also did a little teaser video for like a motion video for it. You don't have to do that. This one just does. So it says, how can we create an informative, playful, and engaging explainer video that encourages adult audiences to care about Australian bats? So that specifically was the outcome, is kind of getting away from the fear factor and how they could take care of them. These are all the different swag items. I've linked you to this also in the announcement, so you can click on them and see more information on them. But they had like a cool little bag, a little like swag lanyard that they would have, what the website would look like, and then this is the video which you can watch. So this specifically isn't the week that we're working on. We're working on the concept and presenting the ideas, but this would be the final execution, week 8, how it could possibly look for you guys. Okay. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with for your concepts, and everyone have a fantastic week.